Could one compromise truly prevent a civil war? On this day in history, March 6, 1820, President James Monroe signed the Missouri Compromise, admitting Maine and Missouri as the nation's 23rd and 24th states in an attempt to preserve the fragile balance between the North and the South. By 1820, the United States had grown to nearly 10 million people according to the census, and the expansion westward brought a critical question to the forefront. Would new states permit slavery or outlaw it? The issue threatened to tear apart the young republic, as each side recognized that control of the Senate depended on maintaining equal numbers of free and slave states. Missouri's application for statehood in 1819 sparked fierce debate in Congress, with Northern representatives opposing the admission of another slave state and Southern representatives demanding equal representation. The deadlock paralyzed the government for months, revealing the deep sectional divisions that would eventually lead to the outbreak of the Civil War. Henry Clay, known as the Great Compromiser, authored much of the solution. The agreement admitted Maine, with a population just shy of 300,000, as a free state, and Missouri, with just around 67,000 residents, as a slave state, preserving the balance in the Senate. The compromise also drew a line across Louisiana Territory at the 3630 parallel, prohibiting slavery in any future states north of that boundary, except for Missouri. In the short term, the Missouri Compromise succeeded brilliantly. It contributed to the era of good feelings and helped secure President Monroe's re-election. For 34 years, it maintained the delicate equilibrium between free and slave states in the Senate. However, the fierce conflict during its drafting forewarned the nation's division 4 decades later. In 1854, the Kansas-Nebraska Act repealed the Missouri Compromise, reigniting sectional tensions. Then, on March 6, 1857, exactly 37 years after Monroe signed the compromise, the Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional in Dred Scott v. Sanford, stating that enslaved people were not citizens and therefore had no protections in the United States. If you've learned something, consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Your support would mean the world to me.